All right, Muay Thai title fight. Full rules. Hedberg versus Hennessey. Hedberg in the black. Hennessey in the mermaid turquoise. Great check from Hennessey. Ooh, nice body kick from Hennessey. Already a differential in the kicking game. Looks like Hedberg's looking to throw more punches.
Yeah, head case is coming out real strong. Hennessey's doing the right thing of trying to get the fight back to her terms, long. She likes to be long. She does a good job of switching her feet on the outside to disguise what kicks she's going to be throwing. You can tell that she really wants to be turning this into a kick fight.
Phenomenal left kick to the body on Cayla Hennessey. She's got a nice one. She can really send it.
She does a great job of going left body kick, left hand right after it, very fast.
There it is right there, Coach. You called it perfectly.
Yeah, like in boxing, you've got the jab cross. If you're a southpaw in kickboxing, you've got body kick cross. You've got to let that cross and that body kick kind of help dictate that fight for you. Now, head case is doing the right thing where she is trying to crowd Hennessey back in front of her. She's trying to get her foot back outside of Hennessey's on this one. Hennessey's recognizing that, getting outside to neutral and resetting back out to her right. Great pullback from Hennessey.
Great fight already between these two ladies. Hennessey's following up every kick with a really nice straight punch.
Very impressive. She's doing a great job of throwing very tight teeps. Head case looks like she's only throwing long teeps. Hennessey can throw teeps from in front and outside.
Oh, what a knockdown! That was a hard straight punch, though, onto the back foot.
That was a clean catch and left hand, but Jimmy's a really good ref. He knows a drop and he knows a slip. That was a slip, but solid shot nonetheless. Great thud from Hennessey's body kick.
And her body kicks are definitely going to be defining this fight as the rounds tick on. Definitely fighting with a 5-round kind of style is Cayla Hennessey.
Absolutely. And you called it right there. The 5-round style versus a 3-round style. That first round, usually you need a little bit more measuring. And that's what Hennessey was setting up. When you know you have a 5-round fight, you need to give a lot of feedback to your coach to start telling you what to do. Like the first round is never set in stone. But what you do in that first round gives that coach feedback to break that person down over the next 4 rounds.
I wonder if it's a conscious decision by Coach Jeff to bring in the taller stool.
You know what? There is some truth to that.
That kind of does like set like a body language barrier between you and your opponent.
Makes some good in-between round posturing.
All right, round 2 in this phenomenal ladies Muay Thai title fight. Head case Amanda Hedberg got a little bit of work to do to come back in this one, but it's still early in the night. There's Henny's body kick again, and their straight teep to the body's not bad either, Coach. What do you think?
Well, I say that again, so I was too caught watching the fight.
I was just saying, as nice as her kick to the body is, she's got a nice straight teep too.
She does. And head case is doing the right thing. She's privy to that teep and that push kick. Off the bat, you saw her try to catch that first one, man.
Yeah, there's some good corner advice going on here. They're trying to get her inside that kicking range.
Exactly. And they need to be telling her to be looking for that. Like, she needs to tighten up her defense on the outside, especially against Cayla Hennessey.
Henny's so fast with that follow-up straight off the kicks. I mean, even if you block it.
Very slick jab to the body and step out from Hennessey. Ooh, that was a razor-close head kick from head case.
Head case is landing a little bit more now. Starting to find her range. Coach is telling her not to let her out of the corner.
Look, I'll say this. Hennessey is landing a lot of good shots on the outside, but head case has not slowed down from stepping with that pressure. Hennessey is still on that back pedal. And I'll say this. It's hard to keep fighting off that back pedal, but Hennessey's doing the right thing of being light on her feet, keeping those kicks long and active.
Those kicks are landing true. They're thudding. I'm very surprised that, you can see right under the ribs, there's already some damage on the right side of the body for head case. I'm surprised she's able to just keep walking forward like that. It shows a lot of grit.
Yeah, you're seeing that Hennessey's doing the right thing, you know. She's not trying to give back into the boxing match of the fight. That's when Headcase is landing her.
Wow.
Is when Hennessey's also trying to punch. But you know what? Headcase is having a really hard time getting behind these kicks.
Now I'm telling you, those body kicks, they're hurting, they're thudding. You know, Headcase is doing a great job of walking through them, but you get to a certain point where you cannot tough those out anymore. It's not like any punch in the head where you can just pretend everything's fine. Your body will actually shut down against your own will. I mean, you've been in there in the gym when you've taken one kind of a glancing blow, and it just shuts you down.
Oh, yeah. Like, what people have to realize is you're getting hit with a baseball bat over and over and over again. And Cayla Hennessey is swinging that bat with heavy intent each time. There's a lot of really good coaching going on between both these corners right now. You can even see Headcase's corner saying, hey, we got to mix up what we're doing on the outside. You got to rework your way back in. You can't keep fighting on the straight line. She's giving that straight line to Hennessey, and that's where Hennessey's getting those kicks back every time.
All right, round 3 of a possible 5, should we need them. And Headcase Hedberg, as this fight goes on, is landing bigger shots. But it is Cayla Hennessey who is pouring on the volume big time. And those kicks to the body and those strikes to the body, I have a feeling they will rear their ugly head should this fight go on.
100%. We're seeing that Headcase really puts a lot of commitment into the punches. She's not as committed to the kick fight as Hennessey.
Man, Hennessey's really landing now. Oh. Slip for a slip so far here. Most significant moment of the fight for Hennessey, maybe, or Headcase, rather.
I like how Headcase is really mixing in these feints on the outside right now. She put those feints out in the first round, and Hennessey wasn't fighting. That time, she did a good job of finding feints to the inside to start landing some good crosses. You can see that her best moments are when Hennessey is still kind of back along the cage, and she's snapping the head back. But Hennessey's doing the right thing of always looking for the exit, always looking for her way back around.
Yeah, Hennessey's caught in this corner a little bit now, and Headcase is really capitalizing because she knows this is where she's doing her best work so far in this fight.
Yeah, and you hear Headcase's corner say, don't let her out, keep her on that wall.
And Headcase is really pouring it on, circling out beautifully is Hennessey, but she gets...
Great volume coming back behind Headcase. I think she's starting to see that Hennessey does not like to be stuck on that wall right there. That's the only time she's making Hennessey look human.
Nice check on the body kick.
This is a great round for Headcase right now.
Right now, it's her best round by far. Yes, sir.
Oi, head kick almost misses.
And Hennessey very dedicated to the body work. Seen her go for a few jabs during the, just the brief times that she had that opening for her. So even the jab is being dedicated to body damage right now.
Yeah, what we're seeing right here in this fight, that was a big shift in composure. Headcase did the right thing, and like I said, there's a lot of good cornering going on right now. And you heard it from Headcase's corner to keep her along that cage. They now know where Hennessey is not very comfortable. Hennessey is most comfortable along the black cage marker on the inside of the cage. When Hennessey is stuck along the cage wall, she's in that pinball fight, kind of. So she's looking for exits, and Headcase is giving up exits and now start finding shots to fill it back in, I think.
Both girls definitely breathing heavy as we enter the championship rounds.
Round 3 of 5 coming up. Let's see where these tides keep turning, Dylan.
Yeah, we know that the Charleston Muay Thai team does a big emphasis on cardio there, and I'm sure that Henny will need it as we head into these championship rounds because this is looking like a grit contest.
I like how Headcase came out and established that left leg outside kick, and then she really corralled that cross onto Hennessey right there. She's doing it again, like she knows where to keep finding her best shots at. And now you can see Hennessey is starting to get a little bit uncomfortable along that wall.
But she's fighting back in the clinch now. She's not just trying to run from it. And Headcase is probably the stronger of the two women.
And this is where I was curious about that size would come in. Like, I know Hennessey's going to have some clean entries, but Headcase looks like a lot of woman to tie up with. Yeah, like I said, you see what I mean by that composure change right now. Hennessey is really looking at becoming more of a defensive striker instead of offensive striker right now.
She's doing a great job coming forward back from the wall, though. That's what she needs to keep doing. Keep turning, Headcase. Oh! A good shot, but another slip.
Yeah, it was definitely a slip that time. Hennessey needs to go back to playing with that switch hitting on the outside to create more angles offline. Headcase is getting really privy of her southpaw footwork.
Muay Thai fundamentals from Hennessey are clearly a mark above, right?
Oh, definitely. Like, Hennessey has the higher level of, like, kick fundamentals right now, but it looks like Headcase is showing some savviness with knowing where to dictate a fight and listen to her coaches to totally change the fight. Like,
so far, she's just not reacting to the body work either.
Exactly. Like, she has a great poker face, and she comes back behind everything. And you'll start seeing, when you start fighting more experienced people, they kind of walk through more stuff. When you go from novice to open, it's a different game.
I will say that even in these rounds that, Hedberg is doing such a good job in, Hennessey is still landing more volume. So you got to wonder, what are the judges going to value?
Yeah, these last two rounds were the biggest shifts in volume. What I'm going to say is I can say that Hedberg might have taken those last two rounds. Is Hennessey landing the cleaner kicks? Yes. Like, does she have the sharper technique? Yes. But Headcase is coming forward with a lot of volume and pressure. Like, it is really hard to win off that back pedal, especially against a lot of judges, what they're looking at.
That team against the grain MMA, probably we can't hear them as well as we can hear Coach Grady here right in front of us, but it seems like they have had some nice adjustments in this fight. They've reacted very well in this fight. And I know Coach Grady's always got some words of wisdom here in the corner. I'm wondering what exactly is the adjustment from Hennessey in this last round, because I feel like both ladies really need to put a statement on this last round.
And you know what? I'll say this. It looks like Headcase is having an easier time with the Muay Thai footwork in a cage and not a ring. Hennessey's making some really sharp angles, and Headcase is constantly circling. It's a different game of footwork in these cages.
I tell you, Henny is still hammering that body kick home. It's still landing for her. It's been her best friend all night. It's just not quite staggering or stopping Amanda Hedberg like she may have hoped it would by this point in the fight.
We saw the first two rounds, like, Hennessey's kicks were keeping her at range. But now Hedberg, her combinations have been making Hennessey back up. And that's when you'll see the judges start swaying it in that person's favor, Hennessey is keeping her at bay, but Hedberg's pushing her back.
And now Hedberg's also putting up volume, too.
Yeah, the tight inside punches are very, very sharp.
Very close fight between these two ladies. Might be the closest fight we've had all night, in my opinion.
Very, very tight fight, but I kind of feel like Hedberg has kind of picked up a lot of momentum in round 3, 4, 5. Oh, it looks like Hedberg's leg did not like that. There is a massive difference between the kick and the punch fight between these two.
Right.
And Hedberg is doing a great job of like stuffing Hennessey's kicks, staying just inside that kick range to make it into a punch fight.
When Hennessey is able to kick, it's always an issue.
100%.
Great block into a straight from Hennessey.
You're seeing, like, Hedberg looks like she's still in that same gear from that first round.
Oh, Hennessey with a big shot.
Hennessey's biggest shot of the night could pay dividends. We'll see if that's enough to maybe seal that round, but Hennessey's been on that back pedal the whole time.
Oh, Hedberg is stunned, but she keeps coming forward. And that's a fight. 5 rounds of straight action between two amazing women. I mean, honestly, the adjustments from Hedberg, the toughness, the grit, Hennessey's technical ability, the speed, I mean, that was a high-level display for some amateur Muay Thai, wouldn't you say?
That was a very high-level amateur Muay Thai fight, 100. I totally agree. Hennessey's kick game was something fierce. Hedberg's composure and pressure throughout to put everything together. You know, Hennessey had the kick game down. Hedberg fought with everything that you need to in a fight, plain and simple. I kind of give like I definitely watched this fight as a fan. From my eyes, like, it could go either way. I definitely think that Hedberg took that fight over in rounds 3, 4, 5.
How you see round 3, in my opinion. And I also think that Hennessey may have stolen that 5th round.
She very well could have, you know. Like, you saw that Hedberg, she got rocked a little bit. Like, Hennessey had one good moment after, but after that, Hedberg landed 5 shots back.
So it looks like the judges did see 3, 4, and 5 probably for the head case, but a very close and a very competitive fight between these two ladies for the title. I don't think either one of them lost any stock here tonight. What do you think?
No, not at all. I was very impressed with Hennessey throughout that entire fight. She was very tight and technical to start out, but you see Hedberg she listened to her coaches, she did the right thing, and she really changed that tide with simple adjustments throughout that fight. The biggest thing in that fight was the pressure. Hennessey was without a doubt the more technical and better kicker, but Hedberg kept pressure along the whole time, especially like the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, like you said. She knew how to stuff Hennessey's kicks and be just inside to do that damage and get a lot of pressure.